My daughter called me the enemy. She said my love was a cage and he was her freedom. She had no idea her freedom was a predator, and I, her so-called jailer, was about to build the perfect trap to catch him. My name is Sylvia. My daughter, Lena, was my whole world. For 17 years, our life was a beautiful, chaotic mosaic of inside jokes, Friday movie nights, and Sunday morning pancakes. I was a freelance graphic designer, and our home was filled with my sketches and our shared memories. I thought I'd raised her to be strong, to see the world clearly. I was wrong. He entered our lives like a quiet poison. His name was Damon. When Lena brought him home, he was flawless, charming, attentive. He complimented my work with a practiced eye. He brought her favorite obscure tea instead of generic flowers. He was a masterpiece of manipulation. My best friend, Gwen, saw through him immediately. "He's a chameleon, Syl," she warned. "He's showing you exactly what you want to see." I dismissed her. I didn't want to be the suspicious, overbearing mother. The isolation began subtly. First, it was Lena's lifelong best friend, Maya. Damon engineered a rift using a fake text message screenshot, making it seem like Maya was mocking her. The friendship, built since kindergarten, shattered overnight. Damon was there to comfort her. "See," he'd whisper, "I'm the only one who truly gets you." Then he targeted her confidence. When my sister brought Lena college brochures, Damon reframed it. "She thinks you can't figure it out on your own. She thinks you're weak." A loving act became an insult. The final blow was her dreams. He sold her on a wellness brand, a pyramid scheme disguised as entrepreneurship. She quit her job at the animal shelter to sell protein powders online. The bright, driven girl who wanted to be a vet was now reciting sales scripts. I tried everything. Gentle warnings made me the villain. Supportive interest made me a fake. I was checkmated at every turn. The war culminated on her 18th birthday. I made her favorite meal. She never came home. I saw the Instagram post instead. Lena and Damon on a rooftop with his slick friends, champagne in hand. The caption read, "Real freedom tastes like this." She stumbled in at 1 a.m. The fight was brutal, short, and final. "You're suffocating me," she screamed, her eyes blazing with a hatred he'd planted. "With him, I can breathe. You're my enemy, and if you can't accept us, then we have nothing left." The door slammed. In the echoing silence, I walked to my drafting table and ripped my latest design in half. The mother who sought peace was gone. A soldier had taken her place. A week later, I found a crumpled letter in her room. It was the final notice. She'd lost her full academic scholarship to State University. He wasn't just stealing my daughter, he was vaporizing her future. My investigation began in the shadows. A private investigator found nothing. He's clean, just a charismatic user. But Gwen wouldn't let me quit. "He's a predator, not an idiot. Predators leave a trail. Find the last girl." It took months. A cryptic social media tag led me to a dive bar where Damon once worked. The owner, a grizzled man named Frank, was reluctant. On my third visit, I showed him a photo of Lena at 10, holding a rescued kitten. His resistance crumbled. "Find Chloe," he muttered. "His ex. She'll tell you." Finding Chloe was the turning point. Over coffee, she wept as she told her story. The same pattern of isolation, the same erosion of self. And she gave me the key. "He has a phrase," she said, shivering. "We're a unit, right? You wouldn't let your unit down. He uses it to turn every demand into a test of loyalty. My blood turned to ice. Lena had used that exact word, unit, with me. Chloe also revealed his signature scam, a fake financial crisis, a lost wallet, a stolen phone, a fabricated debt, always requiring urgent cash from his target. He was preparing to run, and he needed Lena's money to do it. The trap had to be perfect. It needed layers. Layer 1. The bait. I told Lena I'd accessed a small, forgotten trust fund from her grandfather, $18,000. To receive it, we needed a formal family meeting with the financial advisor to sign release forms. Damon's eyes would only see the dollar signs. Layer 2. The witnesses. I enlisted Gwen and my sister Claire, who Lena had pushed away. Their presence would add pressure and credibility. Layer 3. The evidence. I compiled a dossier, recorded statements from Frank the bartender with his permission, printed bank statements from Chloe showing Damon's withdrawals, and a notarized affidavit from Mark, a man Damon owed money to, detailing his cons. The meeting was set in a real conference room at a friend of a friend's accounting firm. Damon walked in, smug and polished, ready to perform. The financial advisor, Mr. Davies, an actor friend of Gwen's, began formally. Then he shifted. Mr. Vance, before we proceed, I must ask, are you familiar with Chloe Richardson? An old friend. Why? And a Mark Christo? He shifted in his seat. I don't recall. Mr. Davies slid Chloe's bank statement across the table. Highlighted were multiple transfers to an account in Damon's name. She recalls you quite well, as does Mr. Pristo. He's provided a sworn statement about the $5,000 you borrowed and never repaid.
Panic flickered behind Damon's eyes. He turned to Lena, deploying his ultimate weapon. His voice dropped to a wounded, intimate tone. Lena, baby, we're a unit. You know me. You wouldn't let them do this to us, would you? The room held its breath. This was the moment. Would the programming hold? Lena, who had been staring at Chloe's statement, slowly lifted her head. She looked at Damon, and for the first time in a year, I saw my daughter's clear, sharp gaze, unclouded by his lies. No, Damon, she said, her voice quiet but seismically firm. We are not a unit. His mask shattered. The charming facade evaporated, leaving behind something cold and vicious. He stood up, his chair screeching. You stupid girl! You were just an easy mark with the mommy willing to pay up, a naive little fool. He shot a look of pure hatred at me. You win this round, but she's still broken. Have fun putting your puppet back together. He stormed out. The door clicked shut, and the silence was immense. Then Lena crumpled. A raw, guttural sob broke from her chest. A year of manipulated love, twisted trust, and stolen self-worth finally erupting. I didn't speak. I just held her as she wept, the dam breaking at last. The healing was a longer, harder road. There was therapy, guilt, and fragile, painful conversations. But Lena fought. She reached out to Maya with a trembling, honest apology. She got her old job back at the shelter. She worked tirelessly to pay off the small debts Damon had tricked her into taking on, reclaiming her financial sovereignty piece by piece. A year later, we stood in her new apartment, packing boxes for college. She'd reapplied and been accepted into a veterinary technician program. The air was light, filled with promise. I handed her a small, wrapped gift. She opened it to find a framed pencil sketch I'd made from memory. 2 figures,
A woman and a girl laughing under a rain-soaked sky. Never forget, I said, my voice thick. The strongest people aren't those who never get caught in the storm. They're the ones who learn to dance in it again after the lightning strikes. She pulled me into a hug, holding on tight. I won't, Mom. I promise. I watched her drive away to start her new life, not with the heart full of loss, but one full of a hard-won peace. The predator was gone. The cage he convinced her was mine had never existed. And my daughter, my brave, resilient warrior, was finally, truly free.